Welcome to Section 3 of the course From Data to Value. I am Shala Yazdani, and in this section, we will expand on how meaningful data adds value to financial and strategic decision making. As we have previously reviewed, meaningful data qualifies as relevant to the decision making process and adds value to the desired outcome. As a recap, the triple aim of value-based care is reduced costs, improved quality, and better experience. Keeping the triple aim at the forefront, let's further frame using financial data to drive better business decisions and tie them to improvements in operational efficiencies. The profit and loss statement offers multiple avenues of monitoring company-wide performance. Before it can be an invaluable source of meaningful data, however, the P&L should be organized to facilitate quicker data extraction and decision making. One recommendation of organization is as follows. Set up revenues by each type of testing performed. Examples are hematology, chemistry, genetic, and toxicology testing. These numbers on the P&L are directly pulled from the RCM system, so tests set up in this database should reflect the same categorization. As daily expenses are recorded in the accounting software, direct testing expenses should also be categorized by type of testing. The value of this data, however, does not lie in how it's organized. It lies in the following: comparing revenue against expenses, comparing revenue and expenses against previous periods. This could be monthly, by quarter, or annually. The advantages of comparing data by quarter is there's enough information to compare trends and see the effects of process or strategic changes, without the influence of one-time variances. Comparing by quarter also allows for making adjustments sooner if the desired outcome of changes is not emerging. Monthly may be too soon, and annually too long. So how and what does one compare? Well, let's review a few examples. You can compare operating revenue to expenses, as well as identify distribution of revenue sources based on type of testing. This data reveals the profitability of each type of testing and making decisions on testing that is more or less profitable. Another comparison is payroll to revenue. If the payroll to revenue ratio exceeds or is well below the industry benchmark, it presents an opportunity to improve efficiency in labor hours. Analyzing the P&L for performance indicators helps an organization focus on what value can be or has been created and where. The data will either reveal the financial success of process improvements or reveal opportunities to improve. The P&L can also be used to compare variation across periods. Let's say between the second and first quarter, you notice the cost of reference labs has increased by 10%. With further analysis from LIS data, you identify an increase of referrals for a particular test from a new sales territory. While the test falls under a normally profitable category, the lab doesn't perform the test in-house and is outsourcing the test to a reference lab. From this data set, there are a few decisions that can be made. Retrain the sales team on menu of tests available in-house. Converse with providers to understand what role the test is playing in treating their patient population. And lastly, assess reimbursement opportunities of the test and based on referral volume and market demand, decide whether to bring the test in-house. Understanding the root cause of the variation leads to multiple business decisions that both externally address provider needs and internally improve services and sales. With meaningful data, you can make decisions that improve quality of service, control costs, and strengthen the lab experience. In summary, once data throughout the lab is accurately organized, it can be efficiently extracted to direct organizational decision-making that creates value by minimizing costs, capturing revenue opportunities, and navigating market changes.